Hello! Welcome to me doing an eyebrow tutorial. Just going to zoom through this fast because I don't really have much time. Going to start by just taking this setting spray. Just setting the skin. I've got combo skin, so some days she's dry and some days she's oily. So if I'm dry, I'll use a dewy. If I'm oily, I'll use a matte. I'm oily, so I've used a little matte moment. So, step number one, shave them off, because your natural eyebrows are probably ugly, and I'm joking, but mine actually are not the cutest naturally, so I have shaved mine off. A few people on my Snap have been asking for this, but I have to upload it in parts on that, which is why I'm uploading this on IGTV and probably my YouTube. So I use the Revolution Brow Pomade in soft brown and just this Jeffree Star Morphe brush. Just checking out my window, guys, sorry. And then just use your finger to sort of flatten it. Fun fact, I ended up getting this collection 1 year ago. So I've got a mirror here, so I'm going to look in the mirror and not the camera. Start here, like here, and then make a little dot. And then I follow that line up, just all the way. It's going to get up in there, so if you guys can't see. Just like that. And now it depends on where I want to take the brow from here. Although I think I know what kind of brow I want to do today. Because I'll do different brows all the time, but this is probably my go-to. So a little bit more product. Again, make sure that brush is as thin as possible. Use your fingers, use your side, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to go about here. And then you're going to draw another line. Just in the middle above that, like that, okay? And then can take a bit more and join this and that line up. Like that. That is the outline of our brow. So then, if I'm not wearing makeup around it, I will make sure that my brow is freshly shaven, so you don't see any stubble. And then get a bit more product and fill in from the end. So yeah, I'll be back once I've just filled in that section. So I didn't want to show that step just because it's a little bit time consuming, because I do it with this brush, just like that. So now you've got that part. Then you're going to take a bit more. And you're going to start from here and doing lines slightly coming further up. And then as you come up, make the lines shorter and shorter. But I do it quite quickly like this. So basically you've got a diagonal line, but don't draw it diagonal because it'll be too sharp of a line. So yeah, and then fill that section in. Obviously use the colour of the product you want. I use a pomade because I'm drawing on my bare skin. So powders have nothing to stick to and won't have much opacity. And pencils are going to be a bit just rough because I'm not filling in sparse areas. I've got to create a whole brow. And for that, pomade is the most useful. You could also use a dark concealer though, or something. It's really whatever. So then, taking my finger, I'm going to just do that, and then taking a bit more, because the reason why we started here is so we could do this, then grab it and connect it forward to the front. And this is slightly, can you sort of see, it's like on par with it kind of. But I'm not going to block it out at the front. I'm going to take my finger, and this is where it gets a bit messy, and just use my finger to smudge that front pomade in. I like this. If you use a pomade, like, because I have the Primark pomade as well, but the Primark one is a bit too creamy, so it smudges a bit too much. Whereas this, is perfect. I've rushed it a bit, because yeah, but I like this. And then you can, if you feel like it's not enough, add a little bit more product and use your finger to blend it again more. But never am I creating a block there. You can say this is unnatural, or you don't like it, or it's not your thing, whatever. So then, I'm going to show you me carving them out. So for this, you can take concealer, foundation, whatever. I'm going to take this foundation stick by Revolution in F5. And I've just got the brush to carve out with, a brush to blend that with, and then just a damp sponge. So this is the shade F5. So I'm just going to put that on my thing, like so. And I'm just going to come here under the brow and sort of tap where that is. And I mean, you just follow that angle up. Just got my window open. I've shut my window because I'm impatient and I don't want to wait for that to stop. But I want us to keep going, so let's go. Here's the thing. If I'm not carving it out, no, not that. If I am wearing foundation around it, I'll just start from there carving it. But if not, start from there. But I'm gonna do the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna and for any brow I do, the filling is the same. So even if I was to do a soft natural brow that wasn't up, like a regular sort of arched moment, I would still do the filling at the end, do the half line, do the diagonal bit, then smudge it out every single time. Just the shape I draw differs. But I always draw the bottom line first. Bring it down a little bit. Like that. Taking this little brush just to buff that out. And you can do the top if you want. Sometimes I do the top, sometimes I don't. Press that in. And that, everyone, is how I do my brows. I really hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching if you've watched. See you in like 6 months.